Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Saturday episode of the G3 podcast. And it's the last day of not November, ladies and gentlemen. DDD's coming out next. And today we are diving to an early retrospective of 2024 as we'll be focusing on the holidays this December. This year has been a whirlwind, and it's a perfect time for some introspection. Stick around and see what the G3 guys think of 2024, be it in pop culture, their personal lives, or G3 podcast itself. And don't worry guys, hindi namin pag-uusapan kung gaano kamanyak si Mike this episode. So alright, was it good? Was it bad? Let's find out.
Welcome to the G3 podcast. We're going to be talking about everything geeky and nerdy in between comic books, toys, video games, movies, you name it, we got it.
You're tuned in to the loudest, craziest, and most excited bunch of geeks and nerds on this side of the planet. You're about to dive into everything nerdy and geeky in between.
This
is the G3 podcast. Gamers, geeks, and good times.
And what's up, everybody? It's Saturday. Welcome to another episode of the G3 Podcast. Mike, sorry for that clap back on you. Hindi ko kasi mahanap yung OBB kaya I have to buy a few seconds of time, no?
Okay, I want it said officially. Hindi ako nangako na we're not going to talk about Mike na pagiging manyak. That was just you, okay? I make no promises.
It's just me then. All right. So, what's on the menu today, boys? Again, we're gonna talk about the year that has passed, no? November na, kakagising ko lang, parang feeling ko January, tapos again, and this is it. Like, akala ko ano lang natin, Nerd Solutions episode, and then now we only have 1 month to fulfill those nerd solutions, guys. But yeah, kami lang tatlo. We got Rene Cruz Jr. We also have Chickster here on the podcast. Yeah, kamusta? How's your week? And how was the what you call it? Sorry. How was the season break? Ayun. Start tayo kay Rene.
Wait, what season break? Season break.
No,
last week.
Wait, yeah, we didn't have an episode. No, a mid-season break. There we go.
Oh yeah, because I was last week, and since season break, I went to the beach. So it was very nice. Today, I made the mistake. So if I'm a little cranky, this is why. I made the mistake of going to the mall to to buy my Christmas present for our G3 party. And I forgot, it's a payday weekend at the end of November, wherein most likely
13th
most people...
month weekend.
Oh! So, putang ina, daming tao!
Same thing happened to us Lalay. Last night, gumala kami, bought gifts as well. Yeah. We started booking at 10. Nakauwi kami, 1.
Wow, shit. And you don't go far to shop, right? Like mostly BGC lang.
BGC, yeah.
Yeah.
Or market.
Or market.
It was the worst. And like people are in malls from buong pamilya and they walk in a fucking row and they walk very slowly. It's just waves and waves of idiots. Like, I'm sorry, it's early. I should not be this annoyed, but grabe, like it's. So I'm just buying. But I found the perfect gift. Hopefully available pa siya bukas kasi I found
Wait.
this.
You didn't
It's
buy it
for
yet?
no,
Na-bad trip
na,
siya siguro
ang
eh.
dami tao, ang dami tao. Hopefully, it's available tomorrow. I found this nice little just to kind of spoil our Christmas party episode. We're doing a nice thing for exchange gift. I found something from a vintage shop.
Oh,
One of those
vintage.
yeah, so one of those antique shops that sells vinyl and all of that. So yun.
It's not a cursed
So
sword, is it? I've had enough of those.
uh, I cannot spoil anymore. Pero since we're doing again, a slight spoiler since we're doing a non-traditional exchange gift. Uh, I have a list in my mind that would choose to get my gift. Hindi siya, like it's not for everyone, but the people
So
who
it's
liked
for
it would
a
yeah.
specific set of people.
The people who like it baka magkagawan pa. Kayo actually, kayong dalawa.
Wait, really? So they,
Yeah.
I don't know, Rene. I'm the youngest guy here. I'm going to be the last person on your list to love something an antique. I don't know.
Well,
But we'll know.
pag mabili ko siya bukas, yeah, you'll find out on the Christmas Day episode. But yeah.
All right. How about you, Trickster? How was the mid-season break, and how was your week?
That's fine. I just decided to binge on some stuff over gone. Like I decided to watch the animated WWE crossovers. So that was fun. The Scooby Doo ones
The
are actually
Scooby-Doo?
super fun. Yeah, the
The
Scooby Doo ones.
Jetsons are also
The Jetsons and the Flintstones. The Flintstones was ass, but I tolerate the Jetsons one and the Scooby Doo ones. They're actually having fun with the kayfabe.
Wow,
Also,
what prompted this? Like what made you watch?
but I never really first one I never knew there was a Flintstones one, so I decided to watch that. Decided, hey, maybe I missed something else, so let me just binge watch everything. So yeah, like I never saw the one with the Undertaker too as well. So
Did you also watch Surf Mania, which is the sequel to Surf's Up?
oh no, I haven't watched it yet. I'm still on the verge of finishing everything else. I was also
Okay.
yeah. I was binge. I decided to pick up Sekiro again since I haven't gotten every achievement. Decided to go the extra mile and add a bit more difficulty to it. So yeah, that's fun.
Sekiro?
So, yeah, Sekiro. So the harder difficulty completely changes your game style, your gameplay style, compared to the normal stuff. So yeah,
All right.
but it's fun trying out that. And I'm
Alright.
here in Makati just to spend my brother's birthday.
Oh yeah, I was going to go to his birthday thing, but he didn't text me, so I was kind of pissed.
That's fine. I think everyone was busy, plus it was during the weekdays. So
Mm.
But during the weekdays, yeah.
it was during
Trix,
the
your
weekdays.
microphone is kind of crackling. What was that? Your microphone, or
Yeah,
was that
I
a
think
fan?
it's
the
the
wires.
fan. I don't
Okay.
know.
All right, there we go. Okay, so yeah, since we are doing a retrospective episode, we are trying to go back to the memory lane, and then see what the highs and the lows of this year, right? The things that happened, kung ano man yung mga trends, what really happened in pop culture this year. Like, there are a lot of stuff. We've had a lot of movies. We have like, I don't know. We've had like disappointing what do you call this? Disappointing adaptations. Like, I think it's a yearly occurrence. You're gonna have a bunch of disappointing adaptations, and then one breakthrough movie of the year,
Mm.
right? I think that's Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah.
You got Madam Web. You got the Borderlands live action.
Tomb Raider.
Which is fairly recent. What was that? Like last month, the Tomb
Yeah,
Raider.
Yeah, the Tomb Raider animated
Tomb Raider.
thing.
Yeah.
Does it like raiding tombs?
Yeah. Kasi it's systematic. I had a friend, I don't remember who, but he referred to it as Tomboy Raider.
I mean, Lara was always a tomboy, like a bit,
Yeah,
Yeah,
more on feminine side, but she's still a tomboy.
not like this.
yeah. We've got a lot. I think historically, as you can just remember, based on your current memory lang, we've had a lot of flops this year compared to like the previous years. Flops in me
Mm,
film, pop culture flops essentially.
yes,
You think?
yes, yes. It's either we have more or people are more vocal about it now.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
a
I don't know
lot
if
of
it's a
people aren't
general.
talking about the good ones, eh. Like I
Yeah.
have been, I have been focusing on the good ones, pero most
Mm,
of the time I see the worst offenders of the year, talaga.
yeah. We talked about films. We're talking video games, right? We got Concord, we got Dustborn, but then we also have breakthroughs in like video games, like Wukong breaking records, right? So this has been a mixed bag. We haven't had a year where pop culture just thrives or people enjoy. I think during the days where the internet doesn't exist, I think pop culture is golden back in the
Mm,
day. Parang
yeah, because
social media's not a thing,
uh,
idiots aren't around in the internet.
yeah, man. Like
Yeah.
you like something because you like something. And if it sucks, you wouldn't know because all you parang ang basis mo lang is your experience. And if you
Yeah.
enjoyed it, then yeah, in your mind it's good. That's why like
Yeah, and then
people our age, when we talk about certain like games or movies, we all have different takes on it because we never had like the internet to bitch about it in real time.
to bitch about it in real time.
Yeah.
Or like right back in the day, the opinions you hear are opinions of your peers, like your friends or your
Mhm.
family or kung sino pa man yung nasa circle mo lang, 'di ba? Para you don't watch YouTube like reviews, you don't watch Twitter rants about stuff. So yeah, this is new and exciting times like for
Well, to
pop
be
culture.
fair, my brother got off good, so he doesn't have to suffer Veilguard. You know, yeah.
He checked out early. Like he saw the future and they're like, okay, I'm out.
Screw this, I'm out.
He actually peaced out just after seeing it.
Yeah.
All right. So speaking of like the highs and the lows of pop culture, right? So like what are your favorite pop culture moments? I think we have Notch and Mike to also weigh out since they sent their videos. But simulan natin dito sa panel. What were your pop culture highlights? Trickster, let me start with you.
Pop culture highlights. Uh, I suppose, my obscure shit is actually getting some traction. Metal Slug Tactics just came out. Played a bunch of it. They announced Ratatan, spiritual successor to Patapon, and
Oh yeah,
yeah,
I've heard.
Unicorn Overlord. A wonderful game. No one, no, not much gave it attention, but it's one of the good ones out there that came out this year. Which I'm
Mm-hmm.
surprised. Jeff Keighley actually remembered for the Game Awards.
All right. How about you, Rene?
Uh Actually, like my personal highlight for pop culture is in line with what you mentioned earlier about how many flops there are.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
because because finally bad games are getting shit on. Like objectively bad games are getting shit on. And because of that, we saw like some games in particular. Movies are the same, but it's more prominent in gaming. Uh, we saw like really good games rise into get into the spotlight, not just because they're good
Yes.
games, but because of how bad other games are. Like
So in comparison, no,
yeah, like like because Space Marine was released around the same time as Dustborn. So like fucking they saw feel like gamers saw these two games. Okay, this one is shit. That one is awesome. I'm gonna play that one. Fucking uh, Stellar Blade came out at the time wherein all of popular AAA games featured ugly women, and then fucking Stellar Blade shows up.
Concord.
Yeah, like yes. So what was that game that you guys like to play? Helldivers.
Helldivers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So these games like fucking just they're all good by their own merits, and then dagdag na lang yung fact na a lot of the other games that came out alongside them fucking sucked and they failed and rightfully so. So it's good. Like kasi it would be terrible for that. That's why I think about this as a highlight. Kasi it would be terrible like if games just flop because they suck. Tapos walang magandang game that came out. You know.
Mm.
But since we have that, there's always an alternative. Like if for every three bad games, you have one really good one. So I think in general that's a W for gaming. Um, Plus it medyo matipid. Like it's
Mm.
like, so instead of like me buying every game, like I'll just buy the one that's
They're really
actually good.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. So that's my highlight. The
It just
downfall,
reminded
hopefully,
me.
of these EI games.
It just reminded me that Monster Hunter Wilds just destroyed Veilguard in terms of player numbers, and that was a beta. That was
That's
a
what.
beta.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was a beta. Like, shit, dude.
Fucking,
Six
I
hundred thousand players
I didn't
compared to
even know that
100.
shit came out. Like I didn't even know the new Monster Hunter drop.
Well, oh
No,
no,
the
that's the
beta
thing.
drop.
That was just the
Beta pa
beta.
lang.
It was just
Oh,
test
okay, okay,
beta.
okay.
It was
So
crazy. It was
600,000
super
players
fun.
were more interested than the AAA Veilguard.
Pero in Monster Hunter, did they actually explore their character's sexuality? And do they
No,
teach you how to apologize when you misgender
No,
someone?
no.
no.
Okay, it
Just
sounds
go
good.
out there, smack some monster's ass, and use them as armor and weapons.
Do you have sex with the monster?
But for me personally, I think yeah, you made really good points. No, we got like good highlights in video games and stuff. But I think personally, uh, animes have been
Mm.
getting a lot like slice of life kind of animes have been getting a lot of what you call this
Attention.
like attention, yeah, like, and then
Mhm.
they managed to mix a bit of like action and then slice of life and then romance, like Dan Da Da Dan was like really like I don't know, I don't know how to say it, the scenes are stupid, the theme is stupid because you've got ghosts trying to take this one guy's dick, right? So like they
What?
want to take
Wait, is
they
that
want to
is
take
Yeah,
that
his
yeah, yeah, yeah.
balls, they want to take
You
his
heard
that's the
dick
right.
because
actual plot?
That's the actual plot. Yeah.
that's the actual plot. Like you got ghosts and aliens wanting to take this guy's junk, right? And then like it's stupid. The idea is
Wait,
stupid, but the anime was just
why?
so good. I don't
Why
know.
are
It's
they?
powerful.
Because I keep seeing this on my Netflix, like being suggested,
Mm.
and I never bothered to read the thing. So that's the. Oh,
That's the plot. It's like
I'm gonna fucking try that. All right.
I don't even know. I'm not gonna spoil it. Okay, I know Rene, you know me to spoil stuff. I'm not gonna spoil it. That's just the plot. That it's stupid. The plot is stupid, but it's so amazing.
All right.
And then
And that's new, right? So I can still catch up.
yeah, that's new.
All right.
You got you got My Hero Academia ending this year. Finally, you got to get rid of those sweaty nerds. But apparently they're having another epilogue coming this December, so that's like their final hurrah this year.
But
And
are
then
they like grown up now?
what?
No.
My Hero Academia?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
in the epilogue, yes.
In the
Pero
epilogue, yes, they were now.
All
They're
right.
going to be. And then you got like shippers of like different pairings, or like,
yeah,
no,
fuck
why is
them
this
though.
happening? Like, why?
Fuck.
It would be like this dude and this dude being like,
Yeah, but
clapping each
that's them
other's
though.
cheeks. Like, dude, like, you're not
Like
the author.
that-
Like, deal with it.
yeah, but you gotta understand, shippers are nuts, and this is from someone. This is coming from someone who actively watched and read School Rumble. That one was a clusterfuck of romance, and it was hilarious. It's just high school stupidity all around. It's adorable and hilarious at the same time.
I'm
Yeah.
actually gonna. I'm going to put this in our list of future topics. But I fucking hate shippers. I know this is a little tangent of the topic. I hate shippers.
Oh yeah, I understand. But,
Oh yeah,
I
let's
think
do an episode like the
yeah,
ship that never sailed or something. That's
yeah,
gonna be the
man. They're
title. You
They're a
know?
bunch of like in my mind. I always imagine them to be fat, smelly nerds, and I hate them so much. I,
You're
I
looking at
just,
one right now.
oh, sorry, they just ruin everything. Like fucking Steve Rogers and Bucky
And
can't just be friends. Fuck you.
yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. Or
They
Steve
find they
Rogers and Tony Stark, you know, something like that.
or
Yeah,
Yes.
or
fucking-
or Bruce Banner and Tony Stark,
yeah.
or
I
Tony
know.
Stark and Tony Stark.
Like, these people, well, except for Trickster, these people have no friends. That's why they have no concept of like platonic. Like,
But yeah, yun yung
again,
sa akin, diba? Like, yeah, even
mm,
Kaiju number 8, right? And the 30-year-old shonen anime exists. Alright? Like, usually, diba yung mga bida sa anime are like teenagers, 17, 18 years old. Dude, like, anime that have 30 and 40-year-olds are now a thing. So, like, we got
mm.
representation in anime now. So,
I,
I'm super happy.
you know what it's called?
What?
It's still shonen because when shonen started, it's us our age, and then
Well, true that they
yeah, we
just
just
got
grew up.
older.
Yeah.
They just grew up. Yeah, I love shonen anime that features like 30-year-olds. So thank you Stanley for the suggestion. But yeah, I think
Wait,
we also
what is
Yeah, what do you
Kaiju
say?
number 8? It's another thing
it's
that
yeah,
keeps popping up on my Netflix.
it's kaiju anime. So like the being attacked by like these giant monsters, and then yung bida is a kaiju himself. So
Oh,
turns into a
wait.
kaiju, parang ganun. He
All right, so
transforms into one, parang ganun.
is it a comedy thing? 'Cause that would
It's
suck
it's
if it turned into
slightly
a kaiju.
comedy since he's
Oh,
30, right? So,
mm,
kumbaga parang imagine you're 30, your back's hurt, and then you're in this situation where kaijus are constantly attacking the world, and then you become one of them, and it's
mm.
in your parang to save the world. Diba? Nasa you na yung you have the responsibility
Parang
to save the
Kacho.
world.
No, it actually reminds me of one of Cap's favorite anime back in the AXN days, Kacho OG. Basically, some dude, an old rock star who actually impregnated one of his groupies. So he decided to take responsibility and became a salaryman. And then when his midlife crisis was coming, the fucking alien from some alien, a girl from some alien organization says, "It's up to you to save the world. You just gotta play the guitar again." It's just some weird.
Oh, I
mid-
saw a few episodes of that.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's fucking awesome. And it's wholesome too. So it's a pretty good coming of age anime. Is
Yeah,
it
well,
really still coming of age if you're like 30 years old?
Like coming of age,
And
wala, late
coming of
bloomer.
age, midlife crisis, you know.
midlife crisis.
Pero it's like a lot of that, like connecting my point to Jazzo. A lot of that again, it's like because of Western entertainment being the way it is. A lot more
Mhm.
people are like going into the Eastern, like Japanese. You have manga, anime. They're turning to that because Western comics and Western shows are just turning to shit now. The same thing with the game. People are looking for, I think, and I don't want to lean into the whole not political thing, but ideological thing. People are tired of being uh, beaten over the head with a message. Sometimes you
Yeah.
just wanna see a guy turn into a fucking kaiju, or aliens going after a guy's dick. It's
Yeah,
it's just fun.
why? Why do they want this guy's dick?
Diba?
You just
It's
want to know.
stupid. You just want to know. You're curious.
I'm I'm literally going to watch that just so I can get the answer.
You can get the answer. Yeah. All right. So we got Chino and Mike as well sending their message. Chino, I saw Chino in the comments. How are you? Ayan, payat daw ni Rene. Yun. How are you in Dubai? Ayan. He's in Dubai, right? Like the guy's in Dubai. How are you? Have fun there. You know, I think magkita din sila ni Lee, I guess. So,
Hmm.
yeah. Yeah, so we have Mike and Chino weighing in on the discussion as well. Let me just pull up Mike's pop culture highlight. All right, here we go.
Hey, what's happening, boys and girls? This is your captain speaking. And for my favorite pop culture moment is the year where indie games have been dominating the gaming scene versus the triple A ones, no? Particularly yung Helldivers 2, I have been very, very addicted to it na I have been playing for how many hours. Ang hirap mag-level up. May mga games kasi na after mo siyang laruin for a period of time, hindi mo na siya malalaro afterwards eh. So, the fact na nilalaro ko pa rin siya since I got it since March is a big thing for me kasi I am enjoying it regardless of whatever criticisms people make, and I'm hoping na they would be able to get more awards this year.
All
He's been
right.
playing
So
it for
guys,
so long. Yeah, he's been playing it for so long. He forgot to shave. I mean, look at it.
guys, I want the people watching to know na you'll see more of that this thing. You'll see more of that from Mike in this episode. So I'll just wanna let you guys know na ganun yung assistant ni Mike. But
He
yeah, I
sa- he
mean,
sa- yeah, he
proud of
says
Mike.
indie,
He's
but
been
Arrowhead was published by Sony though.
it's weird.
Eh,
But Mike is weird. So I don't know.
tanggalin na natin. Tsaka tanggalin na natin yung comment ni Jay.
Ano ba meron? I wasn't watching. Ayan,
Kanina pa
parang
eh.
wala lang ako
Ah.
naging intellectual yung usapan. Nakulangan ako sa katangahan. well, it's us.
Well.
We're better than you. We are just better than you. We're just better intellectuals than you guys are. So I'm sorry. we don't. When we're with you guys, we're just dumbing down to your level.
Yeah.
You know?
Kami nag-adjust. So, this is actually a breath of fresh air, no? Tayong tatlo lang. I'm like, oh my God. Finally.
Yeah, no, like,
my
finally.
peers.
Moving on. Here's Chino's pop culture highlight.
Hello mga kaibigan, ayan. Sorry wala ako sa episode, nasa Dubai kasi ako eh. Harbor Square. Top moments ng 2024. Dalawa lang actually naisip ko. One is the release of Black Myth Wukong. Kasi sobrang historical yung ginawa ng Black Myth Wukong. Iba talaga. And I hope they win an award, if not GOTY. Sana manalo sila. And lastly, of course, yung release, of course, or launching ng, or premiere ng Deadpool and Wolverine. Hindi lang siya fan service. It's something that we needed, and we didn't know we needed, rather. And feeling ko maraming mabubuhay dahil sa kanya, no. Namatay na yung MCU, binuhay niya ulit. So sana magtuloy-tuloy.
All right. So
I like how he's taking random videos in a parking lot while children are running around. Amber alert.
Number alert. But yeah, I mean that's gonna be one highlight talaga. I mean, Black Myth Wukong I think is a breakthrough game of the year. If
Have
hindi
you
na sila
guys played
manalo.
it? I haven't played it yet.
I have. Like, it's super fun. I think basically it's Elden Ring for babies, or Elden Ring for idiots or something. Because like
I'd
I'm
like to think,
struggling.
yeah.
I'm struggling
I'd
to
like-
play Elden Ring and Sekiro. It was Black Myth Wukong was a breeze.
Really? Alright.
Yeah.
Kasi that's what's
Ano yung
stopping
tricks?
me. That's what's stopping me from playing it. Because everyone's saying it's like, it's a Souls game. And I don't like those games. So I never tried it. But, kung ano siya, for dumb people, I'll give it a shot. parang bagay sa akin. What were you saying, Chickson?
Yeah, I'd like to think of it as a more baby game, or a baby version of Sekiro, since it's more on your abilities and instead of just builds or whatever. So
Mm.
find the optimal route for you. So like, if you want a gang of monkeys to gang up on the boss, so that. If you want to be an asshole and just don't stand up on your pole, started whacking them while taunting them and laughing at them. Go for that. Like there's multiple options for that. It's not just
Alright.
it's not just stats and shit.
Alright.
Mm.
Do you
Yeah.
upgrade your monkeyness. during
Oh,
that.
yeah.
I mean,
Really?
you ascend to a much closer version, no, to Wukong kasi you are not Wukong in the game. So like you are
You're
just
a
Ah!
monk.
his para you're just a monkey that so happened to look like him. So
Mm.
parang during the game you
Spoiled shit
turn
again.
parang you turn into him something.
Okay.
So yeah,
Wait.
you upgrade you're already a monkey. So
Like,
Mm-mm.
to be fair, all monkeys look alike. Yeah, I'm not
True.
being racist or
But
anything.
you're
They just do. But Chino also mentioned Deadpool versus Wolverine, which is, I agree, it is a highlight because again, like Marvel had a bunch of flops, sunod-sunod.
hmm.
And what did they do? They resorted to this movie that just centered around fun. Again, going not to be repetitive, but it's a movie that no message, no ideological message. It's just that. Umalis. I think he got offended by my Wukong comment. Um, uh, but yeah, like like it's just too at the core. Like if you remove all of the Easter eggs, Deadpool and Wolverine, at the core, it's just a buddy comedy. So, good guys versus bad guys, and the bad guys won. So I think people are taking for granted that those are the type of stories that make us watch movies or make us
Hmm.
watch TV shows. It's supposed to be an escape. It shouldn't be like your therapy because
yeah. It's a good
it's a
cut off the She-Hulk moments.
yeah,
Yeah.
be one with the
Uh,
monkey though.
be one with the monkey dumb. Ayan. So
It's
yeah,
also
just like
Deadpool and
uh
Wolverine is also a G3 highlight because I think that was the only review we did wherein we all liked it.
yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Parang
Oh,
Neo Reclino was the only one, yeah.
All right. Yeah, just wanna give a quick shout out here sa comments, no. Hindi na natin nilalagay yung Captain Mike's Legendary PP. We're
Mm.
changing that. Like it's that's a relic of its own. Shout out lang pala kay
Like Mike.
Stanley.
Yeah.
Ito kay Ryan Mark, Stanley, puro na lang si Stanley dito. Pero hindi pa sina-shoutout ni Stanley yung kailangan niya i-shoutout, no?
Wait lang.
oo.
Sabi
Wait,
dito,
wait lang daw, wait lang
Junkis
daw.
Mundo, dito kay Shin Abad, shoutout sa'yo kay Len, si Chino, ayan, sino yung putakting niya? Ayan, ikaw, malamang. Ikaw yung napakita namin dito kanina eh. So, yeah. Ayan na, ayan na, ayan na! Ayan na! Woo! Let's go!
Okay. I feel like nalimutan ni Stanley tapos binanggit mo tapos sa kanya ginawa, yes, sir!
Oo.
No, no, no! Nilalagay
Pero isa
niya
lang
yan
yan.
every time nagpapabati portion
Ah,
tayo. Hindi niya yan nilalagay
Oo.
kapag hindi pabati portion.
kaya para sure na mabasa. Kasi baka
Kaya,
malaki.
minimake sure niya na mabasa. Shaira Duran, ayan, shoutout sa'yo. Paano na yung kambal? Magtatampo yun, di ba? Isa lang
Oo.
yung shoutout mo eh. Ano, nakapili ka na ba sa kanila? Ganun ba yung siste? Nakapili ka na on which
May,
twin? But in a
meron
way,
pa
magkamukha
na,
rin sila. No?
may 1 month pa before the year ends. Hindi mo kailangan madaliin yung choice mo.
Oo, di mo talaga, di ba? Di mo kailangan madaliin. So, alright. Yeah, then moving on, yun pala, Sega is having, busy kasi sa career. Busy kasi siya, sir. Sorry.
Ah,
Ayan. uh,
kapag busy hindi
basta,
pwede batiin, okay.
di batiin kasi busy, ganun.
At
Well,
hindi mo lang.
okay. Alright. Alright. Yeah, moving on. Sega is having an event this December 7 and 8. So that's gonna be next weekend at SM Mall of Asia. So if you guys are fans of Sega, make sure pumunta kayo. They've got a lot of they have a lot of activities. They have a lot of games featured as well. Even Pirates of Yakuza, they're featuring Pirates of Yakuza. They're featuring Sonic Shadow Generations. They're ano ba to? They're featuring like these content creators. You got Myrtle, you got Gloco, Kuya Balls, nandiyan din si Ian, and nandiyan si Sharizawa. If you're fans of these guys, punta na kayo. You know?
Are
Ayan.
you guys going?
I don't know actually. I don't know. I'm a Sega fan, but I don't know if I have the bandwidth to go
Mm.
if we're not invited. Like Moa, ang layo.
Uh,
I thought it was
I
free
mean,
entrant. I think. I'm
Yeah, it's
not
free
sure.
entrance. Yeah. Free entrance siya, but again, malayo. I mean, malapit ka lang dito rin di ba?
no. Equidistant tayo. Sa Comic.
Equidistant. Ah, okay. Pero malayo pag ikaw pumunta dito sa amin. Ganon. So, malayo siya.
Yeah. Parang I think midway point natin yung Pasay.
Yung Pasay.
Oo.
And so yeah, that's news from Sega. So minamadali namin. Hindi naman namin minabali, but this is more of a simplified episode since I'm just ano tawag dito, raw dogging the tech, no? So ayoko maglagay
Yeah.
ng masyadong maraming transitions kasi baka alam mo na madali tayo ni mapagalitan tayo ni Lee Charles Dalena. So
Oo. Ano kasi, like, to those who are watching and wondering where the rest of the guys are, as you saw, Chino is in Dubai. Actually, hindi ko alam nung pupunta siya Dubai. Alam ko lang wala sila.
alam ko lang wala siya. Oo.
Oo, nalaman ko lang ngayon.
Oh, I didn't know he was in the West.
Okay. Based dun ano ako din sa parking lot, mga nasa Pure Gold lang siya. But, but Mike, on the other hand, is covering, if you guys have been following the page, you've been seeing this a lot. Mike is covering a wrestling event that's going on right now. Kaya siya hindi siguro nag-ahit para mukha siyang heel, mukha siyang tough guy. And Lee has been busy since it's the end of the year. He's been busy with business and events and all of that.
So, sabi
Mike,
mo kanina, off-stream, gumagawa siya ng Christmas tree.
si Trickster.
Yeah, Trickster pa rin. He's creating Christmas trees for a living.
Hindi, kasi I think it's, since it's the end of November and magsa-start na yung December, which is the holiday season, busy si Lee. Kasi as we all know, siya yung bida sa Nightmare Before Christmas.
Jack Skellington, let's go.
So he's very busy. But yeah, so as you can see, of all the G3 people, kami tatlo ata yung walang ginagawa.
Kami tatlo yung hindi busy sa buhay. Alright. Oh God. Okay. Yeah. So let's move on to the next part of our discussion, which is our, pinag-usapan natin kanina yung pop culture highlights. Syempre, wag natin kalimutan yung our personal, 'di ba? Our personal highlights or lowlights of the year, 'di ba? I think isa lang yung bida dito na nag-send ng kanyang sariling lowlight. I'm curious as to what it is, si Mike, no? Pero di ko alam if you guys also have lowlights of this year, 'di ba? Yeah, like probably some other people, 'di ba? Ano?
Sorry, no. I thought you didn't mention your pop culture highlight, and I just remembered you did. So sorry.
Yeah, I did mention
that.
Alright. So let's start with like our personal highlights of the year. Ako, wala akong lowlight. I think this year has been a banger for me. Been doing a lot of Web3 stuff. Finally being recognized by the community and the industry. And sinusunod ko na yung nerd solutions ko. I've been starting collecting toys, guys. And just yesterday, thank you kay Lala. She bought me this Iron Man Mark 6 armor. Ayan, di ko pa it's sealed, di ko pa binubuksan. May tatak pa, so sorry. From Toy Kingdom, ayan. So, ito siya.
Tanda mo yan, pag nakita natin sa exchange gift, ibig sabihin ni-regift lang nito.
And then I'll assume na I'll assume na walang kukuha kaya akin pa din. Ganun. I just bought a gift for myself.
Makakatipid tayo dito. Good job.
Yeah, so this my highlight of my year. I've been collecting toys na kulang na lang para matuloy yung aking nerd solution is a shelf that to put the toys on. No, so kulang. So yeah, I've been doing a lot. I've been starting to become one of you guys. Ayan. So how about you, Rene? What's your highlight of the year?
That sounds like a bad thing.
I don't know. Again, like, feeling
Becoming
kasi
one
ako
of
lang
you.
yata sa ating lahat. Ako lang yung hindi nagko-kolekta talaga. I think Mike, but he gets a pass since he's old.
I
Yun,
I
yeah.
thought
So,
ano lang, parang you collect tech. I mean that's what that was
yeah, I
my
do. Yeah, I
understanding.
do. Pero yun
So
nga, I started collecting toys na din. So,
okay.
yeah.
So ano yan?
How about you,
Sign
Rene? What's your highlight?
sign na umaangat na yung kabuhayan ni Jazz. Dati tech, ngayon afford niya tech and toys. Oh shit, bro. Nice work, 2024. um, like for me, it's the year wasn't perfect, but I can't say I have lowlights, especially since now that the year is ending. Like in the end, like you can see, whatever the low light was, there's a reason for it happening, and things
It doesn't
turning
even
around.
matter, no?
Yeah, like
In the
things
end,
turn
it doesn't
around.
even matter.
The guy's dead. But yeah, so a definite personal highlight for me is the show. I finally returned to doing stand up. You guys were all on hand to witness that. It's actually the reason why I took a break at the from G3 at the start of the year because I just wanted to clear my head. Um, just to just prepare for that mentally. Where I already wrote jokes, pero I just wanted to put myself in the right headspace to do it. So di mo na ako nag G3 for a season or two. Basically, I think gaano katagal ba ako wala? 6 months?
Yeah, 2 seasons.
Yeah.
2 seasons. I was gone for like 6 months. Wala naman yatang nagbago. I mean, pumangit yung show, I assume. And then when I had the show in September, I was very I was surprised about a lot of things. I was surprised it was sold out for one because it's I mean if I was surprised at the number of people waiting for me to come back because at the moment I announced na I was doing a show, like fucking messages flooded in asking ko kailan kasi the first post I did was like a teaser thing. So I'm also glad that the show went well. I mean, I said this before, like whether or not I do well in the show, I'd be happy that I did it. But obviously, I'm glad it went well. At least I think it went well. Kung hindi nyo nagustuhan, edi sorry,
Ang pangit.
non-refundable yung tickets. Wala na, sabi ko na
Ang
yung joke.
pangit. Ang bilis matapos.
Tapos, like the after party, because it's the thing that I miss. Because back then, like when I did shows weekly, it was a thing. Like I do the show and then I grab a bunch of audience members and then after party. So I did miss that part of my life, and I'm glad that we all sat in a bar drinking fancy drinks. Shout
Fancy
out to
drinks.
if you guys are ever in Poblacion looking for an alternative place to hang out. What's your poison? Look up what's your poison. Great fucking salted caramel beer. It's amazing. And yeah, so all in all, it was a great experience. Uh, I was relieved that it was done. Kasi, di ba, the longer I was on hiatus, the more nervous I got. So I haven't done it in 4 years. So you start having doubts about I think like I could tell a lot of stories about like how the show came to be and what happened after. But basically, just to shorten it, I don't want to bore you with certain details. It was a definite highlight, and I was supposed to like this was supposed to be a surprise, but happily it spoiled ni Stanley sa Instagram. The video for the show is already up on YouTube. I was
Yun.
so I uploaded it this morning. I was going to promote it dapat Monday pa. I was going to announce it today. But Stanley saw it because ayun lang naman, yun ang ginagawa ni
Panira ka
Stanley.
lang pala sa Stanley.
No, no, no,
Panira
no.
ka
I
lang
mean,
ng plano eh.
I appreciate what Stanley did. Kasi Stanley is very reliable. He does two things. He supports everything that G3 does. And number two, lumalandi siya. So those are the two things that he does. And he does it very, very well. So if you don't mind me plugging this, I am putting it in the comment section. Here is the
Yun.
link to the show and enjoy. To those who were there, you can relive it. To those who weren't there, you can watch it. And I am doing the next one. Ito na yung announcement ko. I am doing the next one by March, probably tentatively March. So I plan on doing it now, like at least twice a year, at most once per quarter. And the next one is called Good and Toxic. So I hope you
Ano, no?
Good and Toxic.
Good and toxic. Yun, ikaw
Yeah,
yun. No?
yeah,
Ako
yeah,
good.
yeah.
G3 yung toxic. Ganun.
Oo. So, ano, as you, basta, yun yata yung nangyayari. Every time I go to the beach, I write a bunch of jokes. And yun na naman yung nangyayari. So, yun
Oh,
lang. So, it
poetic,
was I have to live back and save it.
romantic.
Thanks. Since wala naman yung mga kupal sa G3, yung mga mababait lang inaiwan ngayon, I'm going to say this now. I want to thank you guys for supporting the show. Even like not just you guys, but yung extended family ng G3. Tita Judy was there. Uh, si Leia, si Lala, everyone. So yun. BJ was there. I felt.
But how?
Ewan ko, ang taas ng balahibo ko nung when I was doing my set. So, ando na. Uh, but yeah, it was a great night. I'm glad I got to share it with you guys. Yun. You will
Yun.
never see this level of sincerity and kindness pag nandito yung mga kupal. Pag tayo-tayo lang yun.
Yon. Trickster, tandaan mo ha, tayo yung,
So,
as in, we saw unfiltered, sincere Rene.
mm,
You know?
mm,
So we're
yes.
honored, Rene. And we're
Yeah.
glad to take that honor then.
Oo.
And at
Dalasan
Trickster, how
natin
about
at
you?
tayo-tayo lang.
Natay-tay lang. Oo.
Oo.
Yan. Trix, how about you? What's your
Personal, yeah.
personal highlight of the year?
Personal highlight of the year. I don't know if I have any kind of
You
highlights
have,
actually. Since
you have
ano eh, like every
evaded
time
the law another year.
that's like
You have
kasi
evaded the
every
police.
time I wanted to be productive, right? Like ever since we changed the schedule, I wanted to at least, you know, contribute to that. Life just keeps fucking me around since, I wanted to stream. A goddamn truck just decides to crash on our power lines. And after that, I would just, hey, maybe I could just catch up, you know, before I actually get productive again. The next thing happens, internet dies down again. Like every time I want to do something, voila, like
Wait,
it keeps
what
holding me
were
back.
you planning on
Uh,
streaming that?
like I wanted to stream like my backlog, right? Since it's growing and growing and growing. So I wanted to or last time I wanted to stream Metal Slug Tactics since it came out, but no, I
Yeah.
guess life doesn't want me to do that, so I just decided
Oh,
hey, maybe
yeah.
I should just check it out before until the power comes back. No, not
Bibilis,
power, like the internet comes back, and then I
bibilis
just
lang yung
decide to
internet mo pag
power
dustborn
through.
daw yung ano.
Nasa?
Dust storm.
So, when you play
Dust.
dustborn, ang bilis ng internet mo. Sobrang reliable. Ang
Jeez,
lakas ng kuryente nyo.
yeah. I keep trying to play Dustborn, right? Okay, through dubious means. It keeps it I have problems with it because I wanted to try to be the most nice possible. But every time I want to go the nice route, it still makes me feel like an asshole.
Wait,
I want this
may morality
what?
system ba yung dashboard?
If you can even call it that, yes, it like you can influence their personalities throughout the game, like the walking, like what they wanted to do in Walking Dead, right? Like
Hmm.
what your choices do affects you. But instead of yung consequences, what it only affects is is their dialogue, is their personality. Like if you want to be
Okay.
competitive, like certain things. Other than that, it's super linear, talaga.
So it's just
I want, like, I
it's a
really want
fucking
to
lecture.
like it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a lecture. Even gameplay is a goddamn lecture.
Mm.
Since your power is to trigger people,
To
and it's the
trigger.
funniest. And it's just
You have
it's
that
just.
power in real life.
I mean, to be fair, like it's just the rage mechanic from God of War done
Mm.
shitty. So instead of channeling your inner rage, you provoke yourself into a rage. Like you're such a failure. That's your trigger word, and you get a power boost. You and your team get a power boost.
when you're triggered, you get
It's
more
such a
power
mess.
boost.
Triggered. You have to have a trigger word, para ma-boost yung power mo, right?
Mm.
It's like Tash, right? In Dragon Age Veilguard, 'di ba? If you misgender Tash, that's her trigger word, mabuboost din yung power niya. Yun yung parang
Totoo ba?
source.
No, that's not real.
Ah,
He's just making shit
Uh,
up. So,
okay.
It
Pero
should
like,
be though. Like,
yeah,
like a power source. Like, have them explain a mystical parang reason na parang nabibigyan siya ng power boost. And then make it
But
canon.
here's the thing though. Tash does get some kind of power boost, pero not in the way you think, because she has she
wait,
literally has
Tash,
anger management issues.
yeah, Tash is the ugly giant woman person thing, right?
Yes, that's
With the
Tash. The
horns. Oh, yeah.
non-binary.
Oh, yeah.
She actually has anger issues, legit, in the game. She even said
Oh.
she like, if she was discovered she had this, they would have turned her into a berserker, but she didn't want to be one.
So anger issue. So pang ilang mental illness yun.
All
To
right,
be
guys.
fair.
Before we
Yeah,
get
yeah.
canceled,
Yeah.
before we
Sorry.
get canceled, I do not want to get canceled. We are intellectuals. We're gonna
Yes.
have intellectual conversations
Uh,
in this episode.
So wait,
Let's.
going back to tricks, like your personal highlight was you wanted to be productive, but it didn't
Yeah,
happen.
it's more of a low light for me, since
Mm.
I keep getting fucked over. I really want it, but however, I plan to change that, change the way I stream, and finally get through my backlog. I swear I will get through my backlog and the stream thing.
I also
Yun.
have a suggestion kung ano yung personal highlight mo. Kasi
What?
I think this year, at least since I've met you, this year was the most times that you were out of Laguna that I know.
Yeah.
Mm. Like right
Yeah,
now, nasa Makati ka
tama.
na yun. Oh.
Right now, yeah. Nasa
Mm.
Makati ka. You attended the outing, right? You were at the
Yeah.
outing. You were at Rene's show, di ba?
Mm.
Parang, kumbaga, you're
Look
getting
at
out.
tricks eh. Oh.
Oo, di ba?
Being part of the
Mag-ingat
world.
ka lang kasi if you do it too
Ah.
much, you'll be on the law, the grid of the law, you know? Kumbaga, magpiping na yun, like, oh, this guy exists. Di ba?
You'll be
Parang
in the
ganun.
system.
So,
Oh.
oo. Ingat ka lang. Ganun, yun
Mm.
lang. Alright, so let's move on. We have also
You.
Mike and, what?
Ikaw pa.
No,
Or
I
Julo
already
pa.
said my highlight. I started collecting
Oh, yeah.
always and stuff, right?
I don't know why I keep forgetting yours.
Grabe ka naman, Rene. Kinakalimutan mo na.
No, it's not that. I mean, I just want to hear more from you. But, di ba?
Ah.
See, that's how you save a thing.
Alright, let's move on. Mike's highlight. He sent a highlight and a low light. So, unahin natin yung highlight niya muna.
Yon. So, my highlight and lowlights, no? Highlight ko is I've been getting opportunities now through the brands who supported me. One of which is Razor Gold. They got me the privilege to learn and practice to become a KOL manager for a contractual 6 months. More on that in a separate video. Tapos yung second is I also got recontracted for Converge. So it's gonna be another year again of helping out Converge, the brand and its community to showcase my skills for the year 2025. So sa mga brands na yan and to the other brands who are that I'm looking forward to working with, maraming salamat po, and sana rin po makonsider nyo po yung G3 po in your in promoting your brands in the future.
What a professional.
So-
He uses his highlight to promote stuff. Okay, that's a pro.
Alright. Alright, low light. Mike's low.
My low light of the year, there was a period in time na I went on hiatus, ano. So many things happened. Nagkaroon ako, I had to mentally rest. Tapos nawala yung part of my my gear, yung camera ko and the memory cards that went along with it. it resulted to me resting para para makapag-rejuvenate, makapag-think agad, and that for me is considered a low light. Pero syempre babawi din tayo diyan. Yan lang naman yung nakikita kong low light for me, para sa akin eh. There are challenges, obviously, hindi naman nawawala yan. Pero just like everyone who falls down, we get the opportunity to stand up. Yun lang.
Ayun.
I want to
Oh.
make a confession because I want to keep making fun of how stressed he looks. But I think I just realized na he's been editing the video for my show for the past 2 nights. Kasi hanggang madaling araw magka-chat kami. So I may be the cause as to
You may
why
be
he
the
looks.
cause. Yeah, why he looks like that.
Yeah, so I'm gonna stop making fun of his weird beard.
Salado mo
Mike.
palang
Thank
yun eh.
you. Also, nice
Salanan
work,
mo!
Mike.
Oh. Alright, now moving on, Chino's personal highlight.
Highlight and low light. For the low light, nothing comes to mind. Siyempre marami naman din, pero walang specific kasi, alam mo yun. For highlight, definitely yung paglipat ko sa work. Kasi sobrang laking bagay and ang laki ng opportunity na binigay sa akin. So, definitely one of the best highlights of this year.
Ayun. So, nalipat siya sa work. No? Hindi,
Night shift
feeling
siya.
ko...
Pareho kami night shift.
Pareho, night shift boys, right?
Yeah.
Pero, di ba, like, the reason why we moved these episodes to a Saturday is because, yun nga, night shift si Notch. Notch, you got to thank us for that, you know? That you've been able to, like, attend shows in G3 because we moved the episodes for you.
May, ano nga eh, parang, it was also, I don't know if it's a good thing per se, pero I feel like we became more productive. Kasi Jazz, you're a night person, si Dexter din. Tapos night shift kami pareho ni Chino. So we actually, I think, from my observation, we actually chat now more often. So we communicate better now simula nung nalipat si Chino na night shift. Kasi nga, gising tayo, most of us magdamag.
Most of the time.
Yeah.
The thing is, yung pagiging productive or like sobrang madalang. The most things we've done is like shit on what's, you know, what flop, what pop culture flop is out there.
Yeah. Actually, that's also, I don't know if it's a low light, pero a lot of the shitty things out there, I wouldn't have known about if hindi ko kayo kilala.
So kasalanan namin.
Yeah,
Na
like, because you know how, yeah, you know how I live under a rock most of the time. Tapos biglang you would put something in the GC na parang, mostly you and Pixar would say, make fun of this. So papanoorin ko tuloy. So putang ng pangit.
Mababad trip ka agad.
Oh, para
And then I think
catching
this
snake.
year as well, we as a group submitted ourselves to like the worst type of like movies, worst type of series, like the worst,
Yeah.
like everything. It's just the worst.
Yung Borderlands, nag-insist, no? Kasi I never
Huh?
watched it. I didn't like the games. I had no plans of watching the movie. Merong isa sa inyo na parang nag-i-insist na, hindi, review natin Borderlands. Ang pangit nun. I think it was Lee.
I think it's
Yeah,
Lee. It was Lee. Nag-watch party tayo ng
Oo.
Borderlands, right?
Ayun, di ako umattend, di ba?
Di ka umattend. Nag-StreamYard tayo ng Borderlands. We watched the entire thing. And then like, when the thing ended, it was like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, kasi I think I had a meeting, so I couldn't join the watch party. Tapos, so, di ba, I told you guys I'll watch it on my own to prepare for the episode. And then, I was looking at the reactions after the watch party. Hindi ko na lang mapanoorin. Wala na.
Oh, and then the other watch party we did, yung Pantasya ni Tommy.
Wait,
Si Mike
Vincent,
Vincent nun.
yung Pantasya ni Tami, we never did a formal review on an episode. So let's do that now. Kasi we just connected it to our cosplay episode.
Yes.
Kung papipiliin kayo, like yung Fantasia ni Tammy
Or
or
Borderlands.
Borderlands to watch again.
I would rather watch
But
Borderlands.
what's
Fuck me.
Borderlands, man? Come on,
Really?
like.
Pero Fantasia ni Tammy has boobs. So at least, I don't know. Pero I just wanna, uh, I don't know if I've shared this story with you guys. When we were doing a watch party for Fantasia ni Tammy, like we were making a lot of jokes while we were watching.
Yeah.
We were, it was weird. So we were making fun of it. Yung playfully lang naman. And you know how loud I speak? And you know how I live in an apartment building. Tinatok ako ng there's like the lesbian couple across the hall. Tumatok. Tumatok sila. I don't know if you guys remember, pero I told you guys so someone's at the door. And then I left. And then I came back kasi like the lesbian couple on the floor. They knocked on my door and then they told me narinig daw ako sa labas. And not all of the jokes that I was making were exactly, wholesome.
Ooh, it
Oh,
will
So
sound too
I wanted to
oh
explain.
my
No.
God.
I'm doing this for a podcast. Like I'm not on a video call with perverted friends. This is,
I can explain.
pero,
No, you can't.
No, you can't.
so yun.
Oh, God.
So finally, I figured out my low light for the evening.
Your low light na huli ka nanonood ng porn.
Ano siya?
Oh.
It's not even your family. It's by strangers at that.
Kagi. Eh, we didn't even know. We didn't even know na parang kinatok ka pala, 'di ba? So,
Yeah.
but
Kasi we
still,
were watching the thing. It was in the middle of the movie. And it was like only less than 2 minutes na I was gone. But I was like,
it was super funny because like Mike was also with us, 'di ba? In the first few minutes, like after the first sex scene, like it was like, guys, I'll be right back. Again, I am so sorry. I'm sorry. I promise na hindi natin pag-uusapan kung gaano. I broke the promise na hindi natin pag-uusapan kung gaano ka-maniac si Mike. But yeah, I mean,
Ibang manyak.
ano na to? Allegation na naman. So, allegedly, he did something.
allegedly. Oo.
Pero,
So,
since he's not here to defend himself, let's just assume the worst.
oo. So, yun. Before we get derailed and before we say things that would incriminate us in the eyes of the ano to tawag dito?
Lesbian
Public.
couple across the hall.
And then Rene's neighbors. Syempre, let's talk about the things that happened in G3, right? There are a lot of things that happened in G3. We've been through a lot. Sasabihin ko lang na last week we just had the most tension, ano ba tawag dun? Pinaka-tensionadong meeting that we've had. I'm not gonna go into the details of that. But yeah, even though you
Pero
see
kaya
us,
tatlo lang kami ngayon.
may tinanggal kami members. Joke lang. But yeah, you see us, these funny guys in front of the camera, but like behind, diba? We are at each other's throats, guys. We are out to kill each other. We're sending assassins to kill out one another. But then, diba? For public, diba? For public viewing, for the public view, it's we're fun. We're for friends, right? But like deep inside, we hate each other. But yeah,
Trabaho lang to eh. Trabaho lang to eh.
yeah, favorite G3 moment of the year. I think marami-rami sa atin will have the similar answers.
Yeah.
But let's start with Trickster. Favorite G3 moment of the year.
Well, I don't know. My moments just got to be when we do reviews, because I get some insight out of you guys who either are not familiar with the series, like Rene, specifically with Yakuza and Borderlands for that matter. Like it just goes to show that it's still shit, even if it's not made for. So, Yeah, that's one of It's my favorite bits of G3 in Highlighting, where we get to where we just calmly discuss what's happening with a specific thing. Like even with Avatar, right? We had mixed feelings with Avatar when we saw that. Was that this year or no?
Was
Just
it?
I
I
think
think
because
it
that
was
was
this
last year.
year. No,
yeah,
this
this
Was
year
year.
it?
last.
I think.
Was it? I
I
don't
I think I
remember.
was on break. I think I was on break when that happened.
So yeah, I think that was last year. Yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I didn't
stuff
watch
like that.
Avatar. Wait, what
Yeah. So there
Avatar
would
are
be
you guys? What Avatar did you guys review? The blue one or the bald
No,
chick?
the
no,
Netflix.
the Netflix Avatar, not the James Cameron one.
Oh yeah, I was there. I didn't watch it. I don't
Yeah,
Oh
think
yeah,
I
yeah.
it was
watched
this
anything
year,
reviewed.
February. It was this year,
Oh,
February this year.
I
Okay.
think the only thing reviewed that I actually watched was Deadpool and Wolverine.
Okay.
But I have to be honest, everything that we review, I do try to watch. Like
Mhm.
Yakuza, I watched the first episode. Borderlands, I think it was fucking 10 minutes. I tried it. I just couldn't. I couldn't. It's
The worst
You
part
couldn't
of
get
that is
behind it.
like I watched it before you guys, and then you decided, hey, watch party tayo.
so nanood
Sige,
ka ulit.
watch natin. Oh, no,
So you
and
got it worse because you watched it
oh,
twice.
and like pero diba, normally when we watch something twice, the second time around we find new things to like about it or hate about it. So, like, did your opinion change much in the second viewing?
Okay. Oh God, it's worse than I remember.
It's worse than I remember.
It's like
You could
it's
have
like
spoiled the entire thing, Samit, and then we wouldn't mind.
no. It's like with it's like with Kuya and Dragon Ball Evolution. We forgot that he has forgotten about it. He has forgotten the rundown apartment of Kami House in an abandoned island by New York or some shit like that. He memory hold that shit.
Alright, how about you, Rene? What was your highlight? G3
uh,
highlight.
I'm going my actual highlight. I'm going to uh, pass on because I think you and I have the same answer. It's not even my show. It's something that involves you more. So I'm not going to discuss that. Uh, 'Cause I'm willing to bet that that's your answer. My highlight was something a little more subdued. It was um, the day that you guys watched Deadpool and Wolverine. You guys watched it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I already watched it before you guys, so hindi na ako sumama sa movie. I just joined you guys for dinner afterwards
Yeah.
because it was a highlight for me because I think as a group, two reasons. But the first reason was I think as a group that was the most normal thing we've ever done. Watch a movie, have dinner,
Have
go
dinner,
home.
go home.
That's it. Like it kind of, and we had we conversed like real people. It's nice like to be normal like sometimes. So so there's that. And I don't know if I told you guys this story, but while I was waiting for you guys to finish the movie, so I was walking around because I used to live in the area, so I just walked around, visited the usual places I like. Um, so I had one of the places was Podium. So I went to
Mm.
Podium, to the Phil bars in Podium because that's where I normally buy GI Joes, and there was this fucking teenager, this thin kid with big ass glasses, and he was going through all of the Deadpool books. Isa-isa niya, tinatanggal sa shelf. He was reading at the back yung synopsis, and then he would put it on the floor, and like one by one. Um, and I was waiting for him to, because he was blocking the entire shelf, and I was waiting for him to finish, and I saw him pick up something that I was planning on buying. So, binasa niya yung synopsis and then again puts it on the floor. So there was a stack of Deadpool books on the floor. And I asked him, like, are you gonna buy all of that? And he said, like, no, it's actually for my friend. I know nothing about Deadpool, so I'm trying to pick one that he would like. So one, I think it's his boyfriend. Ayaw lang niya sabihin, naiya siya. Uh, and yeah, like he was trying to buy something nice for his boyfriend. So I was like, all right, so what does your friend like? Why does he like Deadpool? So he gave me an answer, like he liked the movie, it was funny, ganyan. So based on the information, like I looked over the books on the floor and I gave him two recommendations. Because this one is like fucking this one captures the movie. This one you don't need to read a bunch of other books to understand. So it's very good. So I gave him a bunch of recommendations. Like fucking we talked for like 30 minutes about Deadpool comics and ganyan. And yeah, so eventually like he chose he bought the ones that I recommended. He paid for them, and then he left, thanked me, ganyan. And I was like, "Oh my god, like fucking this is like what G3 does in real life, like IRL." They just had a G3 episode in real life
In
wherein
real
like
life.
these yeah, this fucking old nerd discusses something and hopefully they learn from it. So I was glad to help out. That's why I was in very high spirits when I met up with you guys because it wasn't just
Ah,
because I got like a fucking who did I buy? Shipwreck. I got the Shipwreck action figure. And I was also, like fucking I had a nice conversation with a young nerd. Hopefully I put him on the path of growing up to be just like us. So with that I sincerely apologize. I'm sorry.
For
I'm
better or
sorry.
for worse.
yeah, I think it's better than being a drug addict, I guess. Like being a nerd
Oh,
collecting
yeah,
comic books, right? So,
yeah.
yeah, okay, context. Ay,
Mm.
nakwento na ba namin sa'yo during the time we watched Deadpool and Wolverine movie that Chino bought tickets for a
Oh,
wrong date?
Hindi nyo na kwento. Like, I kind of deduced it from the chats in the chat
Uh,
room. Pero, like, let me know. And let our audience know
alright.
what happened.
So, alright. Nandun na kami. We're inside. Pinapasok lang kami. We showed them the digital tickets and then pinapasok lang kami nung mga yung staff na nagbabantay dun sa entrance, right?
Uh,
So doon na kami. And then now we were looking for our chairs. Like, this row this, chair this. And then the people are sitting doon sa upuan namin kung saan kami talaga dapat nakaupo. Right?
mm,
I was, baka like kasi wala, di masyado puno. Like, I think that was like the last few weeks at or like the last week of showing, right? I don't know, parang konti
yeah,
na
I
lang yung
think ano.
nanonood. Diba?
Yeah. Plus,
So,
kaya, that's why I managed to see it before you guys. Because I think it was the second or third week na.
diba?
Mm.
So now, like, ba't may nakaupo? Like, baka like, don't know, they just sat wherever, right? So, ako, nagtaka kami kasi lahat talaga, like, may nakaupo. So kami ni Lala, we just chose a random seat and then sat there. And now, Chino, nandun sa likod, kausap ni security guard. Chine-check yung ticket. Ang lakas nung kwento ng security guard na, ay, sir! Kahapon pa yung ticket niyo, sir!
Mga tuloy ko.
Everyone, everyone in the cinema were looking straight at them. Kasi kami nilala, nakaupo na kami. We just settled down somewhere na walang
Oh.
nakaupo.
Okay.
And everyone was looking right at them. Parang they're like a bunch of fugitives who sneaked into the cinema
Oh.
without a ticket.
Mga kayo scammer.
Mga silang
Ah,
scammer. And now, syempre, after nun, parang sige sir, no na lang kasi wala naman nakaupo dyan sa harap. Pinaupo sila doon sa pinakataharap. Like a really front, like, I think third row, Trickster? Was that the third row? Or second row?
basically
around
Di
the
there.
row, yeah, basically the row na
As in
walang
harap
tao
na harap.
talaga.
harap na harap, like,
Oh,
I think second or third row of seats, right? So kami ni
Yes.
Lala, nandun na kami, like, we're at like a further back
galing.
end. Then sabi
Oh.
namin, sige, samahan na lang natin sila doon. And then we stood up. And then we went there in the front. Like, super funny. And then sabi
I'm
ko,
so
Notch,
glad.
bakit mali yung date? Sabi niya, nakasync daw yung date nung computer niya sa parang date sa work.
Oh,
Yung
US
parang
time zone.
US time zone. So nagkamali siya na parang it was super funny. Buti
Buti
pinaupo
na,
kami at di kami pinalabas. Kasi alam mo kung
buti na lang.
pinalabas sila, hindi
Oh.
kami lalabas ni Lala.
Oh, fuck that. Everyone. Like, you guys already paid. Plus, ewan ko, like, buti na lang, hindi pa natutuloy. Kasi Mike and I have been talking about it for years. Na dapat, may G3 na jacket. So every time
Oh.
na we would gather, we would go out, naka G3 jacket tayo lahat.
Imagine, we were wearing a
Imagine,
G3 jacket that day.
Barangay.
Oh, but it's a great way to promote the podcast. Kasi people would actually watch it. Panoorin natin yung mga nasipa sa sinehan.
Sipa sa
Tapos
sinihan.
kulay orange. No?
Oh. And I was reading through the comments. Sasama pala si Stanley dapat, but he was tired from PGDX.
From
kaya
BGDX. Yeah.
Kaya hindi siya sumama.
Hindi siya
So,
sumama.
Ang inaminsan na nga lang sumama si Stanley, ganun pala yung mag-i-end.
Ganun pa yung mangyayari no kung sumama siya, no, kick out. But I think Chino was supposed to like go back out and buy the actual tickets na lang. Pero sabi ng guard, sige na lang sir,
Wag na.
una na kayo sa harap kasi wala naman nakaupo dyan.
Akala ko, from the GC, ang nabili lang is maling seats or maling cinema. Yung pala maling day.
Maling day.
It's worse.
It was like the day before na tickets.
Oh.
But yeah, in line with my G3 highlight, no, I'm not gonna highlight like a specific thing, like my birthday get together. I think I'm gonna highlight
that was
all
my
of the
highlight.
things, right?
That was my
your
highlight.
Diba?
I thought you were going
Diba?
for that. Yeah.
So I'm gonna highlight like all of the times that we are together. Kasi minsan talaga tayo magsama in real life, right? I think lately in events, hindi na tayo talaga nagsama ng like for every event. Post BJ. I think I think your show yung parang after party natin after nung All Aboard where we got drunk yun nga, my birthday, and then when was the last time? Kailan ba tayo nagsama-sama after that?
The last time was All Aboard.
Yeah, the last time was All Aboard. So kumbaga, and then even in the episodes, right? At one point, no one was on break, no one was on leave, and we were with each other for a few episodes. Na kompleto tayong lima. No.
Yeah, ang baba ng quality ng usapan pero masaya naman.
Masaya naman, 'di ba? Nandiyan tayong tatlo, nandiyan si Trick, nandiyan si Lee, si Mike, si Chino, 'di ba?
Yeah.
So minsan lang mangyari 'yun. And those were the things na parang sobrang nakakataba ng puso na parang these guys are having fun doing the podcast. Like, and then next episode kulang na naman tayo ulit.
Sorry.
Shoutout.
Wala next week, sorry.
Ayan, kasama si Len sa muntik mapalaya sa sinihan. Oo. It was super stupid.
My favorite part of that is sa harapan kayo pinaupo, di ba? Yung pinaka front row. So after the movie, when the lights turn on, lahat ng tao pwede kayong tingnan. Puta sila yun.
Umupo pa kami for the
namin sila bago kami
umupo kami for the post-credit scene because like these people like the uninformed they are, diba? When their credits rolled, umalis na sila. Diba? So, and then it's weird that pag Marvel movie, credits roll, then pininoon na yung ilaw. Right? Na parang wala nang kasunod. It's weird. Na parang, hey, stay guys, there's post-credit scene. And, so.
Pero may history na sa Chino ng ganyan. Because remember, last year, yung swimming natin when Lee was in the country, di ba ang nag-set ng date si Chino? And then he suddenly remembers na he has to leave the country pala on that day.
On that day.
So, I think may kahinaan talaga si Chino pagdating sa dates. So,
pagdating sa scheduling. Yeah.
Kailangan natin tanungin si Leia kung nakarating ba siya dun sa kasal or dumating siya a day early.
A day early, di ba? A day late.
Nasaan ba kayo?
Alright. Let's start with Chino and Mike's G3 highlight. Simulan natin dito kay Chino.
Favorite G3 moment? Namiss ko yung mga tao Namiss ko yung G3 boys, and definitely one of the greatest moments or G3 moment at 2024 would be nung time na nagsama-sama ulit kami and nag-overnight kami. Maliit lang na celebration for Jazz's birthday, pero ang saya lang kasi we were all able to meet up and talk, and masaya lang. We hung out up until the wee hours of the morning. So, best. And excited na ako for the Christmas party. Let's go!
Yun,
Like,
di ba? Yun din yung kanya.
yeah. Kasi it was a really good night. Like, to those watching, like whenever we get together, it's not just us. It's also the extended quote unquote family. Everyone's wives, everyone's Ako lang naman yung walang kasama lagi. But especially dun sa birthday ni Jazz, like a few friends of the podcast showed up, like Cherry and Pilad showed up, Ish showed up.
Mm.
Uh, hindi binanggit ni Chino na parang we were just chatting until the morning. Nagduduet sila ni Mike the entire night.
The entire night, right?
And I'm
Kumakan.
just, kung hindi na kasi makaka-copyright strike, ipopost ko yun eh.
Yung duet.
Yes! So,
And then
yun.
we, first
Palayasin ni
time,
Jonathan.
we played a board game together. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I think it was you, me, Mike, and Trickster. We played a board, no, Chino
And
and
Chino.
Trickster. We played a
So,
board
5
game
players
together.
actually.
It was super
Marvel
fun.
United.
I hope we get to do that again this December sa Christmas party. But
Yeah.
let's move on to Mike's G3 highlight.
G3 highlight. Dami memorable moments. Every time talaga, pag nasa G3 ka, every episode talaga is a memorable moment. Best moment for me is when every one of them roasted me in line with my birthday this year. It was a fun experience kasi yung mga madalas nakikita mo lang artista lang yung mga niro-roast, sikat na personalities, pero syempre the creativity of our team shows no boundaries, and they started off with me roasting me, and ang pinakaano ko doon, favorite G3 moment ko doon, sa dulo nung roasting na yon, I was able to roast them all then in return. Kaya parang ano lang yun eh, it's a good exercise in expressing your wit, your funny moments then with the gang. So that for me is the best highlight of the year, and hoping na sa 2025 dumami-dami pa yan.
Yun. So the roast episode. Wow, okay.
I
that
also
that
wasn't
thing I
there.
wasn't
I was on break,
expecting. But you sent a video.
I sent a roast,
You
yeah.
sent a recording. Yeah. So I wasn't expecting that. I think nakalimutan ko rin na we did the mic roast this year. Ngayon i-announce namin now the second annual G3 roast would be yours truly. The roast of Jazz Komoda, last episode of the next season, next
Yep.
year. No?
Coming in March.
March.
First week of
Yan.
March, yeah.
So, abang-abang
So,
guys. We're also gonna post an email somewhere. Siguro kung meron kang burner email, Rene, let's have them send a roast to my friends or something. A roast
yeah.
video, right? Para
we will have a few. Unlike yung kay Mike's roast, kasi Mike's roast was a very fun episode. So with Jazz's roast, we're gonna take it to the next level, and it's not just going to be us, but we have a few special guests roasting him via
via video.
Yeah. So, yun, also to our audience members, kung matagal na kayo naaasar kay Jazz at gusto niyo siyang i-roast, do send in your roast. And fine, everything is, nothing is out of bounds. Okay?
Oh. Uy, syempre, yung out of bounds is yung wag damay pamilya.
I mean,
We did that sa kay Mike. So, walang damayan ng pamilya. It's
basic
just
human
purely
decency
me.
lang, guys. Basic human decency lang. Di ba porket pag sinabing walang out of bounds, magiging masamang tao na kayo. It just shows na masamang tao talaga kayo at your core. But yeah, so that is I'm gonna go a few steps ahead of you guys. But yeah, this is a year-end retrospective, but it's not going to be the last episode of the year. We're going to have a few more episodes during Christmas. Kasi nga, it's the holidays, and then the Game Awards is coming up, and then expect a fresher not entirely new, but again, a fresh, revitalized G3 starting January. In our next season, we are making a few changes. Wala na ako next year. So, okay na yung G3. Ganda.
Yung ano lang
Okay na.
we have just to put it
Oh,
out, yung episodes lang yung fresh. But yung tao
ah,
sa episodes are not. Okay?
oh, hindi.
So,
Mag-ahit daw si Mike. So, fuck it. Best.
so
But yeah,
mapapagupit ulit si Trickster, no?
so we're very excited for not just the year ending and the holidays, but also we're looking forward to next season because we have a bunch of new ideas, new topics, and we do encourage everyone to tell your friends about G3. Let's panoorin nyo kami make utter fools of our
abangan
G3.
nyo kami, no? Nitpick every word we say to cancel us. It's fine. As long as you watch the
Oo.
episodes.
Oh,
Sana
manood lang
hindi too
kayo.
hard.
Eh, 5 minutes. All you need is 5 minutes.
We'll try our best na hindi isama si Lee sa episode. But the moment na andyan siya, stick around and, talagang tutukan nyo yung episode. Because you're gonna find like a gold mine of incriminating stuff when we have Lee.
Tapos, spoiler alert, sa January, mataba na si Lee.
Ha? Yun na yung
Making
fresh
promises.
take. Yung
Yeah.
fresh take is mataba na si Lee sa
Mataba siya.
January. Yun
Oh,
yung changes.
yun. Making
Tapos
promises.
babata si Mike. No? Babata si Mike. Tatangkad ako. Diba? Yun yung mga bagong...
Oh, we will be
Tapos si
attempting the
Trickster,
impossible.
si Trickster, naggagawa ng episode sa labas ng bahay nila. Ganun.
Sa makiling.
si Rene magmumukbang. Imumukbang niya like all the unhealthiest food out there. Because I know Rene is a health nut. Pero like kakain siya na sobrang unhealthy.
Not when it comes to my diet. Yun
Oh,
yung
really?
problem. Yeah, man.
Yeah, pag cheat day lang.
Hindi, like I eat puro red meat, fucking dairy
Shit.
products, cakes. Yun yung like,
Oh my God.
That's what a lot of people have been telling me, like with the way I exercise. If only I ate clean, baka sobrang ganda ng katawan ko. Tapos ang sagot ko ay, putang ina niya, sarap kumain. No. Sarap kumain.
Sinura pa.
Oh, but with the
What
teachers,
are you talking about? Like,
oh my God. You mean I shouldn't eat bone marrow? Eat dicks.
eat a bag of
Yeah,
your term for this year, and they like eat a bag of
dicks.
Alright. But then again, guys, as a special treat to our viewers, before we close out this episode, we prepared a compilation or highlight video that encompasses the things that happened dito sa G3 for this year, no? It features a few of our guests, it features a few of our banters, and at the same time, it features like maybe future, ano tawag dito, inside jokes no sa G3 na makakasabad nyo kami, 'di ba? Na parang we will have an inside joke sa community mismo natin. So, I'm gonna present this thing right now.
Na-try niyo na ba yung Nivea cream?
Very handy,
yan,
ah.
very okay na
Handy.
okay yan sa kamay.
Sa kamay yan, talaga.
Kasi
Sa
yung
kamay.
ano,
Siyempre, saan mo ilalagay dito?
Oh,
kamay.
sa siko.
Sa kamay talaga
Siko
muna.
mo
diba?
ilalagay.
sa kamay muna. Sa kamay
Kamay
muna.
muna. Oo.
Tapos?
Tapos ano?
Mike, batihan po siya!
Okay, so,
Ano na,
Yeah,
parang
yeah.
as I
It's a
don't care how
fun
bad
thing.
it is, as long as I see them on screen, I'm happy.
Parang Dragon Ball
Diba?
Evolution lang yan eh.
Oo, like, kung fan ka talaga, gusto mo dapat si Dragon Ball
Oo.
Evolution. Kung di mo nagustuhan,
Oo.
fake fan ka.
Oo.
Yeah.
Ano fan
Tayo pangungutin mamaya.
Trickster, name a specific MS-DOS game na up to now, pag binigyan ka ng opportunity, you'll play it.
I bet it's hentai.
No.
No.
Well,
Sabihin ko pa naman
Okay.
sana, hentai yan. Sure.
wag ka yung ganyan kay Trickster. Hindi naman yung ganyan siguro. O, sige.
Alright, actually madami, no? Pero yung iba doon na banggit na ni Mike and nakalimutan ko sino nagsabi ng Spider-Man.
Ako,
So,
no.
sa comment,
Pakisabi po yung name ko.
Yung
Chino.
Chino.
alien.
Yes!
Yung
Sikat na ako,
taga-Brunei na
Pulse! Nang ina nyo, mga guys ko yun, binuli nyo ako, sikat na ako.
Yeah, but next year, Comic It will be in Mindanao.
Sobrang dami nung solo games right now. One of my favorites. Yeah, there you go. Solo gaming is such a big thing. And then
It's
So, ganun
basically
siya,
a
no?
card game roguelike. That's cool. That's
correct.
Ang problema kasi, guys, anong pakiramdam kasing laki mo pa rin si Papa Smurf?
Tingnan niyo yung mukha niya. Dapat hindi Lee ang pangalan niya. Dapat ang pangalan ni Lee, Timmy. Short for tangin ng mukha yan. But anyway.
I'm more
Totoo yan.
araw-araw manok.
Totoo yan.
So, I see Lobby.
Puta, lilipad na ako eh. Kakamanok.
Yeah.
Mas marami pang chicken shawarma dyan. Kaya sabi ko.
Ewan ko. Kasi I just want to justify, lahat ng points ni Lee, TT related. So tuloy mo na yung point mo, Lee. Wala ka pang palyas.
Okay, wait. I have to agree kay Lia. Pero sige. Lalabanan ko yan.
Topic na, no? Mapuro tite. Pero ano, kasi hindi na coincidence yan eh. Di ba alam mo yung saying? 2 is a coincidence, 3 is a pattern. Pattern na yun.
3 is a habit. Habit na yan.
What direction should we take to go to the right direction? Simulan natin kay Sir Joan.
Ako, mahaba ang sagot ko.
Okay lang. We have the entire evening.
Okay.
Sanay na kami kay Lee.
Like, sasabihin ko sa kanila, puta yung liit na ngayon. It begs the question kasi bakit alam nyo yung sa kayo lang magkakasama. Kaya ako nag-PNG, guys. Kasi alam mo mangyayari. Oo, alam mo mangyayari, magkikitaan sila ng turat. Ba't hindi mo ako sinabihan? Alam mo naman. Kasi alam ko nga sa mahuhulig eh.
Wow.
So, yeah.
I should highlight yun Ang dami walang context.
Importante. Ang what we're trying to highlight is ito ba, 3.5-minute video, ilang banggit ng TT.
Oh, why?
We can fit them in like a 30-minute video. Lahat ng titi jokes natin.
That's the highlights of 2024.
It's just dicks, guys.
The dickheads of G3.
And I noticed, in a lot of these episodes, I was eating. Even right now, may ibang episode din ako na kumakain ako, or like I'm munching on something.
You're munching on something. And most of the time ako naman naka-tank top lang, so I should bring that back. So,
you can bring that back. It's like a compilation of Jazz just eating during the episode, something like that. But yeah, this has been a fun year, and ulitin ko lang yung sinabi ni Rene, this is no means na last episode namin to of the year, because we will have like an amazing last episode, guys.
Still got the Game
although
Awards.
it may not be I don't want the Game Awards to be the last episode, but it may not be like a formal episode ng podcast. It's more on an IRL kind of live stream. Na makakasama nyo kami, we're having a lot of fun. You're gonna see G3 in a much more natural light, in our element. And we don't know
more natural than this. Parang nakatakot yun.
Walang tawagan ng police. Yun lang.
Pag nakita nyo si Rene or si Chino, di ba? But yeah.
Be cool, guys.
Be cool. But again, we have more episodes. So like I think 4 more episodes in December lined up for you guys. And I think that's gonna be like 2 actual episodes, 1 special coverage, and then our Christmas party live stream. So abang-abangan nyo yan. Kasi may pasabog kami. And then we're gonna upload something for the Christmas season din. Actual Christmas. Ayan.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Guys, maraming salamat. Before we close it out, final plugs from each and every one of our panel. Trickster, simulan natin sa'yo.
What? Oh, What
Plug.
was that? I'm I'm sorry. I was
Tatlo lang
thinking of
tayo.
something to
Tatlo lang
say.
tayo, Tristan.
I don't
Tatlo
have
lang tayo, di
anything
ka
to
pala
plug
kinig.
just yet. I don't have anything to plug just yet since I'm still in Makati. So nothing much for now. I'm still planning the streams.
All right.
Sorry.
Rene.
Okay. So, like I mentioned earlier, the full video of the stand-up show that I did in September is now up on YouTube. Just follow me on all my social media. I will be posting the link there. Also, check out Stanley Yoshida's stories. It's also there, the link. So again, so just give it a watch. It's 50 minutes or so of me doing. I don't want to say what I do best because what I do best isn't very wholesome. But it's yeah, I hope it's a nice way to spend an hour. So if you like that, again, just follow me on all socials, and hopefully you can catch the announcement of the next show that I'm doing. Not
Yon.
stand up, not any other show. But yeah, so that's it. Thanking you guys in advance. Oh, also I want to thank Mike for editing the video. Yeah, like I mentioned earlier, he's been editing it for like 2 to 3 nights now. So great effort. Thank you so much. And he did it for free. Kasi when I asked him kung magkano yung pa-edit, sabi niya, hindi, wag na. Siguro ang iniisip ni Mike, wala akong pera. I mean, mukha naman. But still.
But still.
Insulto pa rin. But again, thank you Mike and thanks everyone.
Alright, and on my end naman, I don't know what am I doing this weekend, but if sipagin kami, baka mag-stream kami ni Lala, but pero kung hindi, well, just look around my socials at General Tuna 19. And again, guys, thank you so much. Don't forget to follow G3 on all our social media handles at G3PodPH. And kita-kits tayo next week. And as we are gearing for the game of the year, we will have our game of the year discussion. You know, game of the year predictions. Who's gonna win, who's gonna not win, and a special poll. No, what's the biggest gaming flop of this year? Yun yung magiging poll natin for next week. And it's going to be fresh new faces in the podcast as well. As Rene mentioned, siya yung wala next week. We're gonna have Mike and Chino back at it again in the episode. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for sticking around. We will see you guys next week.
Not me though, but
Hell, you couldn't punch to it. Dreamed awesome. So
oh fuck. Okay.
What are you
Sorry.
wearing?
This is you caught me in real time when I'm being a dick in one of the GCs I'm in. So that's what I look like whenever I say something offensive.
Offensive. Okay,
Oh,
guys,
yun.
thank you so much for watching. That's the end of this episode.